Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Justendo is the name if you are new here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in yet again. So today, as you can tell from the title of the video, we are doing our very first ever story time. Let's just say I'm going to be sharing with you guys just about the most traumatizing weekend of my entire life. Downright. Let's get into it. Okay, so the story starts with me planning a trip to Joburg. I'm going to see a friend of mine that I've known for over a year. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come and see you at a specific time. I'm not gonna say when. So we're gonna call her Dr. Friend because she told me she's a doctor, right? Yeah. So she's supposed in her status SS Bedle, like in the hospital, theater clothes, everything, the full attire, scrubs, you name it. Like she's practicing. And then she's gonna have a few days, okay, not a few days off because she was doing locums. So she was actually gonna take some time off and not book herself for locums. And then I was gonna go to Joburg. I mean, I have friends in Joburg. A lot of my friends are still staying in Joburg at the time. And then I have a sister in Joburg. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna come to you. Like I planned this trip like 3 months down the line because I remember it was just gonna be summer and it had been winter for so long that I was like, let me not go to Joburg while it's winter because here it's cold. Joburg is cold at this time, so what's the point of me going there? So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come see you. And she's like, yo, so excited. We're planning. She's like, we're gonna get not gonna go to a place. We're gonna get accommodation and just have fun all around. And then a friend of mine is like, one of my friends, Sam, actually from the hospital, because we worked and hung out together. We're like friends. Her and Nanda and Nwanda, okay, they were both colleagues and friends of mine. So they also want to go to Joburg, that there's going to be a concert. Yeah, so okay, cool. It's coinciding, the dates are coinciding. I hadn't decided on the dates actually. It was just a matter of I was gonna go during this month and they wanted to travel for the concert, which happened to be on the same month. So okay, cool, let's go. And she's not gonna mind, like, because one thing about me, when I make friends that are of like the same caliber. So when I introduce them to each other, they do get along and they do end up making friends with each other. So I'm like, okay, cool, it's all gonna go smoothly. So we book our flights, we return tickets, we book the tickets for the concert, everyone is sorted out. And she's like, she can't actually book a ticket, she can't buy a ticket for herself at the moment. I don't know if she didn't know the logistics or what was happening, but I end up buying the ticket for her and she's supposed to reimburse me, right? And I buy the ticket for her. I think it was like 2 grand for the concert. The seats that we chose were like 2 grand. Okay, cool. The date finally comes. Okay, no, before the date comes, um, she offers that because she's already in Joburg, she's going to arrange accommodation for us. Like she's gonna find a place and then we're gonna just pay her after she pays for the accommodation. I'm like, okay, cool, grand shop. Like she's already there. We don't have to look through booking.com. We don't have to look through Airbnb, which was like our original plan. And we had already looked at a couple of places, right? And we knew what our budget was. And okay, cool, grand shop. Dr. Friend comes through. She comes through with accommodation that is like way cheaper than what we were gonna go for. And it's in Santon. She tells us, she says, she sends us pictures, she sends us the code, and then we divide the cost amongst the 6 of us. Yeah, because she said she's bringing a friend, so it was going to be her and a friend and then a sister, I should say, and then it was going to be myself, Nwanda, Sam, and Nanda. So it was going to be the 6 of us. So we just divide the accommodation fee by 6 and then everyone pays her, right? Okay, but I don't pay her right away. Even Nanda doesn't pay her right away. So like, we'll sort you out when we get there, because she was also gonna get us drinks as well. So we're like, no, we're just gonna pay you together all at once. Cool. So the day arrives, we go to the airport. We're gonna go from King Shaka to OR and then OR straight to the place. Okay, me and the girls are excited. We're shopping for the concert. We're shopping for like our days. The place even has a pool, guys. So we're getting bikinis. We're even working out for how long? We were working out for like over a month before we went on this trip. So things were looking up and we went to Joburg. Okay, so the day arrives, we go to Joburg, right? So my problems, or our problems actually, because it ended up becoming everyone's problem. The problem started when we get to the airport. Actually, we were just boarded the plane. She texts me, she's like, our accommodation got cancelled. Our accommodation got cancelled. Her husband, fiance, life partner went and cancelled the the booking because they were not in a good space, and he was suspicious of her and was feeling insecure about what friends is she going to be spending the weekend with in Joburg. It was going to be such a busy weekend. And then he went and took all the details because apparently she used the card that they shared to pay for the booking. So she got the details and cancelled our accommodation. Mind you, she's telling me this, I just boarded the plane with people that I'm going to Joburg with. So you're telling me like an hour before I'm supposed to check in at this accommodation. Even our flight hour, like the time we're supposed to land, was the time that was perfect for check-in. Like I think we landed at 3 and check-in was at 2, so we are gonna just go straight to the accommodation. And she tells me it's been cancelled. I start sweating. I'm like, what am I gonna say to these girls? Like, I remember I was trying to call her and the plane is about to take off, and then the flight attendant was telling me to put my phone down so that I can listen to the instructions before we go. And I don't know what disturbances we had, and fortunately I think I had like 5 minutes to call her, and I was able to like speak to her. I'm like, what's happening? So can you get an alternative accommodation at this hour? Because I don't want to make these girls panic. She's the one that offers she's going to help with the accommodation, and now it's getting screwed up. Obviously I know better. Uguti, like she's been going through a lot with her husband and everything. Like this trip was supposed to like help her let loose, you know. And her problems with her man had been going on for like months now. So okay, Dr. Friend, what's going on? And then she's like, I don't have any money on me right now. Like, that's my problem. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for the new accommodation. Okay, so you are finding new accommodation, so why don't you just reserve it? So she tells me about these money problems that she's having, and I'm like, okay, no, let me not offer to pay right away. Let me just tell her I don't have any money on me right now, just to see Uguti, how far is she gonna go with this story? Because I'm like, am I being pranked or what's happening? Okay, cool. We land. I still haven't told the girls that I'm going with right now. No one to Sam, no Nanda. I haven't told them anything. But in my head, I'm just like, what is happening? Okay, cool. We get there and we Uber to where she is. She's currently at the Mint in Santon. That's where she told us she had booked. Mind you, she told us she's at the Mint. We thought it was the hotel. She also told us it was the Mint Hotel. Only to realize when we get there, she booked the Mint in Santon, the apartments. Okay, cool. Remember, like, guys, I was supposed to vlog there. The aesthetic was supposed to be giving. The accommodation that we were going to find ourselves was going to give, because we're all content creators. Like, we wanted to just make it a wholesome content creation and a wholesome trip, right? Ha! Okay. We're not going to get there anymore. From literally just us parking with our Uber outside, I can see Uguti, no, this is not the aesthetic we're going for, but the building is fine. We're already here, and let me go hear her out. So we get our bags out of the Uber, we go to her at reception, we meet her, and she's there. I can see her eyes are red, she's been crying, she's wearing a dress. She didn't even look like she had freshened up that day, because she was just going through it. And then I go to the receptionist, the guy that was at the reception, and he tells me that accommodation got cancelled, and he still does have space, so we need to book new accommodation. He's already told her everything, but because she doesn't have the money, excuse me, he can't really secure it for us. Okay, cool. I take out my bank card and I give the guy the card, and he secures our accommodation, right? The second option that we have. And then the guy tells me, he's like, it's a 4-sleeper, like it's 2 bedrooms, 2 on each bedroom, so one of us shouldn't come in, right? Because there's only space for 4 of us, which is like cool. I mean, it's me and Nande, Sam and Noganda, so we're all gonna go in. She tells the guy, the receptionist, that she's gonna sort herself out. She's just gonna put her bag and then sort herself out, okay? So we all go up to this accommodation, which is now like plan B, right? Okay, cool. We walk in. Okay, I don't go in first because I'm like, how is it gonna be? I let the girls go up and they give them the keys, and then I stay with her, and then we talk some more just to get what's up. Like, she tells me what's going on. Still the whole husband story, and I'm like, okay, cool. We're already here, I'm disappointed. I'm already losing money and guningi, but let's just move on. And also, you guys, 2 days before we went, the artist that was supposed to perform at the concert, the entire act of the concert cancelled. So we were gonna get our money back. She had not paid me the 2 grand for the concert, but because I was gonna get a refund from Ticket Pro, it was like, fine, it's cool. So I'm like, okay, at least there's like 2 grand that I'm gonna get after this, after paying for the accommodation. Mind you, everyone already paid her, so no one is gonna pay me because now I've paid for this new accommodation. Okay, cool. We walk in and it is so underwhelming, guys. Like, my couch is a 3-seater. That one was a 2-people seater, like strictly 2 people. This one can even fit 4 people. That one was strictly gonna be 2 people. It had a small coffee table. Did they have a TV? Yeah, yeah, it did have a TV on the wall. A small kitchen, 1 bathroom for the 4 of us. 1 bathroom, and then 2 bedrooms. One had a mirror, the other one didn't have a mirror. The other one didn't even have white walls. So no aesthetic, nothing. So I'm like, okay, so many disappointments. What's going on? Okay. Dr. Friend is like, okay, I pull her aside. I'm like, okay, can you just please tell these girls what's going on? Because I don't have the energy right now. And also, like, bruh, I think it's better coming from you. So my 2 girls, Nande and Noganda, go to the mall. They decide they're gonna go to the mall. They're already disappointed, guys. I don't even want to look at them in their faces because they're so disappointed. Okay, cool. She remains behind and she's just sitting there on her phone. She's telling me she's gonna try and get a shift this afternoon because so that she can at least get some money through a locum. She can do an all-nighter. It was a Friday this time. She's like, she's gonna get a shift and then she's gonna work so that she can pay me back the money. Okay, she doesn't have any money on her right now because the past weekend a cousin died, and then she took all her money to go to that thing, and then everything happened. Apparently even the alcohol that she had bought us, she had sent us pictures and videos of the alcohol. That alcohol has been confiscated because he couldn't understand what she was going to be getting up to the entire weekend. Okay, I hear all the stories now. Okay, cool. We're like, okay, so what's the plan for tonight? Guys, I'm running a bit low on cash now because, like, I had a budget for the trip and it was right before I was about to get paid. So I literally only had so much money. So I'm like, am I even feeling these Friday plans, because so okay, cool. The girls are like, no, let's make plans so that we can at least uplift our mood. The concert is cancelled, accommodation is bad, but let's at least get some room for the Friday. Okay, cool. The girls that went to the mall bring a few drinks with them. We get ourselves ready. We're getting ready to go hit the club in Joburg. Okay, cool. We get ready. We look very good. Like, I'm in a short denim dress, my wig on, and my makeup is done. Everyone looks lovely. Everyone looks stunning. Let's go. Okay, that's the Friday. We leave her behind at the house because she told me she's gonna try and get a lift, right? So she stays behind and we go. By the time we come back, she has and not unpacked but got out her pajamas. She obviously showered and then she freshened up and she's sitting on the couch. Remember what the receptionist said? She's not supposed to stay. But then she's made herself comfortable. She's sleeping on the couch, I assumed, because she wasn't gonna share a bed with any of us. Okay, cool. We come back and we sleep. She sleeps on the couch. We all sleep in the bed and everything is sorted. Come Saturday morning, she's still around. She didn't go for her shift. She still doesn't have money. Even the Friday, I had to buy her food, McDonald's, when I was ordering for myself because we were going to a club. We were not going to get like proper dinner. So we just got takeout and then we went straight to the club. So I had to buy her as well when I was getting myself food. Cool, you know? And then on Saturday, we go out for brunch. Grand Sharpwood brunch was amazing. The ambience was good. The restaurant was giving. Like everything was exceptional with that brunch, guys. Okay, the bill comes. One person pays, and then we're all supposed to reimburse that person. Okay, cool. Go on my app. I pay the girl that paid for all of us, and then she's like, because I didn't pay you for the accommodation, you don't need to pay me for this meal. It literally just canceled out. In my head, I'm like, but we ended up not getting the accommodation she paid for, so shouldn't she pay me for that? It just didn't make sense because like you don't owe her for the accommodation, so she should still owe you for this lunch, right? It didn't happen like that. So I was like, no, let me chill. And we're just all tipsy in a good mood, and so it's Saturday, kungabo 6 kanji, around 6 o'clock now, and we're actually not getting ready for the club right now. We're getting ready for me. Okay, one of my friends was going to see Usiswake that lives in Joburg. Unanda was going to see her sister in Joburg. And then I was supposed to go, for the sake of the story time, I'm going to call them Ulebo no Litabo, ne? That's what I'm going to call them. So Lebo calls me. She's like, you guys, you should come. Because she was already complaining with how am I in Joburg and I'm never going to see her. Remember I said there were so many of my friends that are in Joburg. My sister, I knew I'm not going to see her because, well, I can see her whenever. But my friends were like insisting, Guti, no, you have to see us because, And I'm like, you know what? Since we have a bit of time between that brunch and before we actually hit the club later in the day, let me go see my friends. And then, so Unowanda and Sam were going to stay behind in the house while they get ready for that. They also needed some rest. Unanda was going to go see her sister. And then I was going to go see my friends, Ulebo no Litabo. So at their place, because they're renting a place in Joburg. That's where they live together. So the doctor friend, was going to remain with Sam and Nwanda. And then she starts going on about how possibly not gonna come back to these girls after meeting my OG friends Ulewo Nolitawo, because I know them from varsity and we're still very, very tight to this day. So she's like, okay, let me go with you so that you actually have someone that's going to remind you, Guti, let's go back. Yabo, you still have plans with other people, right? So I'm like, okay, way to guide me. I knew I was going to be fine. So we get the same Uber with Nande. She drops us on the way and she continues with the Uber. And then we go to my friend's place. She gives me the access code. And then we carry on. It's the gate, we go there, they pick us up. It was so exciting. And we walk up to their place. And then Lebo is like, okay, she's gonna set up Habli. They went to buy a Hennessy bottle that we all contributed to. And it was good vibes. Like, that's how my friends and I are. Like, just get us Habli, get us a Henny bottle, get us Red Bull. And then there was music. What more could we want? So she's there sitting with us. They're getting to know her. Apparently, she was busy telling them about how Her husband is moneyed. If she wanted something, it's just a phone call away. If the cops stop her on the road, she's just gonna, you know, she was apparently boasting about her life to them. I don't know how I didn't catch all of it. I was probably busy just with another conversation with another, with like the other friend Ulitabo, while they were talking on the side. Mind you guys, we're lit, like we're drinking and smoking, right? So I didn't hear everything. So when it was around, I think around 7, obviously I've posted them with my friends. People that are in Joburg are already calling me. They're like, what are you doing later today? People that I know from Joburg, like they want to know. It was quite a busy weekend. Okay. So people are video calling me, seeing like, where are you? What are you doing later? I'm like, oh, I'm just telling them about our plans, which we're gonna go to this specific club later. So okay, cool. I'm like in my head, why do I still want to go to the club? Because I have Henny, I have my friends, I have hubby. What more do I want? And I'm really contemplating not going. And I'm telling my friends, Ulebo and Litabo, I'm like, there's no need for us to go. And they agree. And then Litabo, because it's her place, she's like, actually, you can just ask the other girls to come over and we can have a little thing right here. I'm like, amazing, you know? I don't know where it came from that she, Dr. Friend, convinced us that we should actually go. And my girls were like laid back enough, they're not uptight at all, to say, okay, cool, we can still go, so that the other girls are also not like, why are we changing plans now? But honestly, guys, I was very happy remaining behind. Okay, fast forward, everyone gets ready, we Uber, we go to the club. Okay, the other girls are already there. When we get there, we literally arrived like minutes apart. No one is late, everything is perfect. We go in. They had spoken, it's the same club we had went to the Friday night. So when we arrived, they were expecting us. They had spoken to someone, and then they arranged a table for us. There was complimentary happily and a complimentary bottle, but the bottle was vodka, which I don't drink vodka, guys, so we had to order something else. And obviously we're gonna split the bill afterwards. It's fine. Again, Nande pays for everything, and then we supposed to reimburse her. Okay, when we were at the club, we're busy. Like, when you know, when my friends and I are clubbing, né? There's this thing of, you can't disappear. We get here with you, we live here with you, and we need to know where you are at all times. So Dr. Friend disappears on us. Okay, I'm not gonna follow her around. This is her turf. She probably met people that she knows. Everything is cool. But then my friend Lebo goes after her, because that's our thing. Like, we need to know where you are. We don't want you getting your drink spiked and then next thing things happen, right? And then I don't know, I didn't see her going after Dr. Friend. I didn't see what was happening because I was just enjoying myself. Yeah, bon. And then she comes back to me. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was going to the loo, and then it's by the door, right? So when she was coming down the stairs from the entrance, I was going to the loo this way. So I come after her and like, oh, there you are. What's happening? Why were you outside? Is everything fine? Are you okay? And then she's like, Dr. Friend is not fine. She's outside and the bouncers are not letting her come in again. What's happening? And then I walk up to the lady that was by the entrance. She's like, your friend is too drunk and we're not gonna let her in again because she's fighting the bouncers. Okay, cool. That obviously means we need to pack up and go. I go down, I go fetch Letabo, and then we order an Uber and we need to go. So as we are waiting for the Uber, I hold we're busy holding her because she's going hysterical. Like, she wants to pee, she wants to throw up, she wants all sorts of things, ne? And okay, cool, you too drunk, like you couldn't handle your alcohol. I've never been drunk with you before. I don't know you like this, so let me just keep my cool. Let's go home. And by home, we're going to Litabo's house, not where we booked, right? Because they need to go home. And honestly, they don't mind. The plan was to stay in any case. So cool, we go. The Uber car. We 5 minutes before we get to the apartments, Litabo's place, she starts going on about how she wants to pee. And then the Uber driver is like not in my car, you know? And then okay, we Letabo begs her like keep it together. We're gonna get home in a few. Which we do get home in a few. Did she not pee at the gate? She pees at the gate, and the security says they're gonna fine Letabo 1,000, like 1 grand, because it's indecency, you know. So we're getting in, going upstairs. We're already annoyed that we're gonna pay a fine because someone couldn't handle her alcohol. But it's fine, it's just 1,000 rand, right? Okay, cool. We go up. I think the time was it midnight? I think it was midnight when we got back. I'm not so sure. And then we go up the stairs, we get in the house. And get to the house, I'm annoyed. Like, we just want to put her down. I think Lebo tried to put her down in her bed. I don't remember what was happening. And then they were changing like back to more comfortable clothes because we're just gonna keep hanging out and she's supposed to just sleep it off. Then we wake up in the morning and we vibe. Like, we're still planning on enjoying our night together. It's the only one we had because I was gonna leave on the Monday. Yabon. So instead of her sleeping, guys, I'm not gonna mention the things she did to my friends. Just get one word: manhandling and hallucinating. And yeah, it left them so traumatized that I don't want to speak about it online out of the respect of the situation and like respecting their feelings also. I'm not gonna speak about it here, exactly what she did. That's how horrible it was, what she was doing to them. Like, I was trying to control her. I'm trying to bring her back to life. I'm like calling out her name, trying to shake her, and she was not snapping out of it. And then she started going on about how, like, she was going on about this passed on cousin to us. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? This person is losing their mind. Like, what's going on? Is she losing her mind? And then my friends realized it's getting out of hand because she started throwing things around. She started threatening she was gonna jump off the balcony. She started it got really bad, guys. It got so bad. Like, I'm so triggered right now remembering the entire situation because it wasn't nice to watch. Okay, things start breaking in the house, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. It was a mess. She started breaking things, and then at some point we realized we were in danger because she couldn't stop. So we left, we went outside the apartment, and then she locked herself in. Before we went out, I started calling one of my friends that had video called me to ask what are we doing today. And then he picked up when I called, and then I'm telling him, Muguti, I'm sending him the location and I'm telling him where we are so that he can get us help. Like, he needs to call the police. That's how bad it was. I asked him, please call the police and come with them to this address. And as I'm calling, I'm hysterical. Excuse me, I'm crying because I don't know what's happening. The tower has called security, excuse me, and it had become a whole thing. People from other houses in the complex had started going. Like, the building is multiple stories, and it's like the units are, it's like, is it like four corners sort of thing? So there's a door at the corner, there's doors everywhere, every floor, you know. So people were coming out because they're hearing this noise, we're going hysterical outside. They're coming out to see what is happening. So the security gets there, my friend gets there, the police get there. We are outside, literally still in whatever we were wearing before she started going on with her things. And then it was now given the matter. What am I trying to say? It was now the police and the security were now handling the situation, because as we were sitting outside, she just kept breaking things, one thing after the other. Everything was just going up in flames. Okay, there was no fire, but you get what I mean. And then when we were outside, that's when we started thinking, okay, I wonder what she's breaking. I wonder how much it costs. I wonder what she's breaking now. Because, like, if this girl doesn't pay for all the things when she snaps back, it's going to be my baby. That's what I was thinking. But that wasn't before I was thinking about what is going through Lebo and Litabo's heads, guys. I bring someone over to the place, and this is what she does, right? So a lot of things are going in my head, but I'm like, okay, hopefully the police and the security can control the situation, right? Of which I don't know if I can say they did. I don't remember much, because I wasn't even right by the door when they were trying to break in so that they can restrain and control the situation. I think, yeah, they had to break in, and then everything, like, they contained the situation. And then as we were going back inside to see the damage, I had never seen something like that in my entire life. It was just not a nice sight, guys. It was so bad. So the ambulance comes, she goes to the hospital, and then in the morning, I had to go back to my place just to go freshen up. And then I came back, and then obviously the situation is still the same. Letabo tries and goes to get a cleaner, and then the cleaner comes, and then they're trying to sort everything out. There were multiple appliances that were broken, and it's a mess, downright mess. And then obviously the door needed to be fixed. Like, it was just a lot that was going on. And then around noon-ish, after I came back from their place in the morning just to go see and check up on them, I also helped to clean a little, but the mess was just too much, guys. I couldn't make a difference. So they managed to get someone, got someone to clean up, and then I went back to our place. So as I'm there, she reaches out. No, she didn't reach out. What happened? There was a point where we were able to access her phone to get the husband's and the sister's numbers. But guys, the husband we couldn't reach. The sister said she's in church. She's not gonna get back to us until later, after 6. It's currently at noon. So I'm like, okay, that's totally out. But we managed to let them know that she's in hospital and they need to go get her. But around 2-ish, when I was back at the place, Nabo, Nande, Sam, and Nogwanda, who were still sleeping, by the way, because it has been such a hectic night the night before, but they didn't get to see the drama, right? So around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, she comes back from the hospital in an Uber, and she hasn't paid for the Uber. She didn't have money to pay for the Uber, so it was cash. So then she comes in, she greets everyone. She doesn't look good at all. Like, yeah, hi. And then she goes through her wallet, reaching for any whatnot, and then Sam, being the sweetheart she is, asks her what she's looking for, and it's obviously money she's looking for, but she doesn't have the money until Sam offers to pay for the Uber, and then Sam pays for the Uber, and then the Uber driver leaves, and then she sticks around. And then she's busy looking at where she got injected, everything, and she's like, she swears her drink got spiked last night. She swears this and that. Okay, cool. At this point, I'm just not in the mood to even look at her because, guys, when I tell you how baggy my eyes were because I had not slept, I had not, I couldn't eat. I was just in a state. I was in such a state. And then I think I only managed to sleep Sunday night. I didn't sleep through Saturday night. I didn't sleep through Sunday on the day. I ended up sleeping much later on the Sunday. I think I got a few beverages in a corner and then I slept. And then woke up in the morning. I had to fly back to Durban and then come here same day. But guys, when I tell you that months and months later, this girl, okay, let me not fast forward. After the trip, she promises that she's gonna pay for everything that she broke. She promises she's going to make it up to everyone. The husband even reaches out. He's like, you guys need to plan another trip to come back so we can go to Letabo's place and apologize properly. He's just making promises left, right, and center. The first month passes, they haven't made a single payment to my friend. Okay. I'm like, my friends are now asking me, obviously, they're like, they're like, what's going on? Like, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. The cleaning lady, it's just the appliances, the door, everything that needs to be fixed. The groceries that were like, oh, guys, kuning. And then, like, everything on the fridges, guys, was smashed on the walls. Even the fridge, the where you put the compartment things, where you put those were smashed on the wall. So a lot of things needed replacing. So a month has passed. It's Monday. I take out my salary and I have to pay my friends for all these things. I don't think they let me pay for everything. In true fact, they did not, because they just took one lump sum and that was. So now it's month number 2. She still hasn't gotten back to me. Like, she kept making excuses. She's like, she can't work. The whole debacle made it all the way to Department of Health, and now they're not letting her work because they're saying she needs to be checked in somewhere because she's not doing fine. The husband supports this. She needs to move. I need to move her to the UK or somewhere because her reputation has been tarnished in Joburg. This and that. Like, I'm gonna send her a card, and then she's gonna activate the card at the branch, and then she's gonna come and she's gonna settle the money. She even gives an exaggerated amount that she's gonna give back to my friends because she feels so bad for the damage. Okay, but I'm like, talk is cheap. Why do you keep talking? You have their account number. You have my account number. Just send the money. They still haven't sent the money, and it's been so many months later. She started not responding to calls. She started not responding to texts, and to this day, friend is nowhere to be found. Which, I mean, I've blocked her on Instagram and WhatsApp. I've blocked her everywhere because I was like, girl, you know exactly what you're doing, and you know exactly like the kind of financial commitments I've been having throughout the year. So you know I didn't have money lying around, and you knew exactly what you did, and you knew exactly, even though you claimed it wasn't the first time it ever happened, I'm starting to doubt all of that. I'm starting to doubt the very existence of you claiming that you are a doctor. I know you've been posting in the hospital corridors, but Dr. Matthew was also posting there, my dear. And I'm just like, I'm out. So it was just a whole thing of, she ghosted me, I guess, after causing so much pain, so much hurt, so much havoc, so much chaos. And yeah, so this brings me, guys, to the very end of our very first ever story time. And the take-home message, I guess, is if you have special people, like for me, my work friends, my friends from Joburg, if you have people that are very special to you, take your time introducing new people to them. That's my biggest regret, because I was just so hopeful and so delighted for people to meet each other and have this whole like kumbaya harmony and just have fun together. But I didn't realize that I brought in someone, just one person could ruin the whole thing for so many other people. Something that was supposed to be great ended up being something that was just chaotic, and it was just havoc. I hate that, and that is my biggest regret to this day. Like, also don't be so trusting, like so easily to people. Like, don't be naive. I don't know, because there's no manual, right? But I really hate the fact that she destroyed what was supposed to be such a beautiful, beautiful weekend with me and my very, very special friends. And yeah, I don't know if she's ever going to see that, but if she does, she knows how I feel about her. I left her a very extensive message on her WhatsApp before I blocked her. And I told her exactly where to get off. She knows how I feel. I regret ever meeting her. But most importantly, I regret introducing her to the most genuine people that I have in my life. What I'm grateful for is the fact that they still know and understand how grateful I am, and they understand, how genuine I am, and they understand that it wasn't intentional for things to turn out that way, at least from my end. And that's what I'm very grateful for up until this point. So guys, anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy our very first ever story time. I know it was very long, but the events just kept piling up and I couldn't leave out any details. So yeah, if you did enjoy this, please hit the subscribe button, because I might just come back with more story times. Hit the subscribe button, the notification gang, please also do so. And welcome to my channel once again, and I hope you do liked this video. Please press the like button. If you have any questions in the comment section, please do comment. I will respond. Yeah, give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you guys on my next video. Happy New Year, and I hope we actually do reach 1,000 subscribers. I think we will, like, even before June. Actually, we are hitting that 1K like number. I don't doubt you guys. Like, I don't doubt me. I don't doubt y'all. We are gonna do this. Please do have a very prosperous and beautiful, beautiful 2024. And yeah, I'm so excited to bring you guys more content. And yeah, from me to you, thank you so much for watching until the end. Until next time, bye.